All right, how you guys doing? Let's get right into the video. She always has an interesting take, so let's see what she has to say.
Altman just announced OpenAI. Sam Altman just announced OpenAI is adding ads to ChatGPT. But let me show you what he said just over a year ago.
You'll see us do a lot more to make the free tier much better over time. I kind of think of ads as like a last resort for us for a business model.
Ads as a last resort. Those were his words. So why is OpenAI's last resort suddenly their new business model?
That's a good point. That's a good point. If you're adding ads to it, bro, there will be no end. God damn. Ads are like the microtransaction of social media. Like, they're here, you don't gotta buy them, but everything's about them.
Answer reveals something these tech billionaires don't want to admit. People are broke, and no amount of AI hype is going to solve that. I need to show you just how many times Sam Altman has contradicted himself.
I will disclose just as like a personal bias that I hate ads. I think ads were
Who doesn't?
important to give the early internet a business model, but I think they do sort of somewhat fundamentally misalign a user's incentives with the company providing the service. Ads plus AI is sort of uniquely unsettling to me.
He said he hates ads and that ads put companies out of alignment with users. I
That's true.
agree. So why is he adding them?
There's something I really like about this.
These tech billionaires and all of them, like somehow sometimes I don't think they quite comprehend and realize whatever they put out there, it's out there. Like, you can't just say shit. People will hold you to your word, and they will go back, and even if it's archived and difficult to find, people will say, yeah, you said it on November 20th 2022, for example, and they will always find a way to go back on your word, like to go back where you said it. That's a wrong statement from me.
Simplicity of our model. We make great AI and you pay us for it. We commit as a company to use a lot of what basically the rich people pay to give free access to the poor people. You see us do that today with the ChatGPT free tier. You'll see us do a lot more to make the free tier much better over time.
The rich people will pay to give free access to the poors, and OpenAI will improve the free tier over time. So
Sounds
when
sketchy.
exactly is the rich going to start paying for the poor people?
Never.
Because instead of that, he just added ads to the free tier. That's his idea of improvement. Us poors get even more ads thrown at us.
Ads on a Google search are dependent on Google doing badly. Like if it was giving you the best answer, there'd be no reason ever to buy an ad above it. So you kind of like, you're like, that thing is not quite.
But you're going back on your word. So that's exactly what he's doing. They're unbelievable. Just like when they say AI is positive for the business change and all of that, and they say that it's gonna improve our company. Yeah, some jobs will be lost, but there will be new ones. It's a lie. It's a lie to make you feel good. It's an illusion. It's just an illusion.
Aligned with me. ChatGPT, maybe it gives you the best answer, maybe it doesn't, but you're paying it, or hopefully y'all are paying it. If ChatGPT,
What?
maybe it gives you the best answer, maybe it doesn't, but you're paying it, or hopefully y'all are paying it. If
Yeah, funding problem. Like, they go with the quantity again instead of quality. They try to nickel and dime the customer again. They're going down the same rabbit hole. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's sad. And yeah, I pay for it. I pay $15 ChatGPT for like a few months for me to help up set up YouTube for some picture generation and stuff like that. Just like for a specific use. I knew with the cheapest subscription fee I can get that. I need that. So I get all of my information and I put them into ChatGPT and they created something for me and I could work like as an inspiration. I took that and went further, right? So that's definitely used to it. But like that's why I got it. But like after that month, I think I kept it one more month just because I was lazy to cancel it. I'm like that sometimes. And I kept it one more month, but I'm like, why? I haven't used ChatGPT like rarely. I use it for some intro and stuff like that because why not? It makes my life easier. But it's exactly how a billionaire thinks. And imagine like you got the money and resources and already the workforce and everything, and you can just replace them. Yeah, good luck.
ChatGPT were accepting payment to put a worse hotel above a better hotel, that's probably catastrophic for your relationship with ChatGPT.
And now he says he likes Instagram ads and has found stuff I like that I otherwise never would have. The same man who said putting ads into AI is uniquely unsettling. Now he's praising the Instagram ad algorithm.
Yeah,
All of these
back and forth.
contradictions spell out one thing. OpenAI has reached last resort level. They're losing roughly 3 times more money than they earn. And unsurprisingly, just like with taxes, the rich aren't paying. OpenAI has 800 million weekly active users, an impressive number, but only 5% are actually paying. That's it, 5%. And that tiny
5%.
fraction accounts for 70% of the company's reoccurring revenue. As Sam Altman said in his tweet, people
don't want to pay. Yeah, would you expect, bro? Of course they don't want to pay. Of course they don't want to pay. We're paying for everything. If the cost wasn't that high, or if the cost of living wasn't that high and all of that, we would probably consider. We would. But not like that. Sorry. Not like that. We pay for everything. Everything keeps getting more expensive. And you expect us to finance your company? And then you nickel and dime us again? That's some Ubisoft type of shit. How about... No, bro.
don't want to pay. He's right. 760 million people don't want to pay for ChatGPT. And that's exactly why this company is in trouble. The Financial Times described OpenAI as an era-defining money furnace. The company burned through $8 billion last year. And according to the information, they're projected to burn more than $40 billion by 2028. One economist believes OpenAI will run out of money by mid-2027. Don't tell that to the AI 2027 guys. Despite Sam Altman making deals worth $1.4 trillion, the company is hemorrhaging money. He's tried everything to convert free users to paid. He locked GPT 4.0 behind a paywall, and he's severely limited the usage of the free tier. Nothing's working. Yet somehow he's still making deals with companies and governments as if the money problem will just
Jesus
solve
Christ.
itself.
I mean, like, can you
Here's
imagine
what Sam
paying for
Altman and these tech
everything?
CEOs seem to
We
miss
already
from their
are.
private jet. People cannot afford another subscription. According to LendingTree, 37% of Americans took on debt just to fund holiday shopping in 2025, averaging $1,200 in new debt. And
I did the same. I ordered a credit card with a limit of only 1,000, but I used it for vacation because I did not have any money. I still don't. And I'd rather have no money and be happy than, yeah, you know the saying, fuck that. It's not about that. But still, I said it before. People are paying for everything. I mean, like, you gotta pay for every aspect, and everything keeps getting more expensive. And I just think to myself, bro, of course they nickel and diming us all the way.
41% of those people are still paying off last year's holiday bills. The average credit card balance for people carrying debt is over $6,500. Roughly half of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, with some reports saying that number is closer to 70%. My mom sent me a picture of this roast from a grocery store in Arkansas, one of the cheapest states to live.
You see that, guys? You see that? There's no word, right? I do not have words for it.
In $63. $63 for a roast.
We are a family of 4, and these are our monthly expenses every month. But we have about $130,000 in credit card debt, and this is not included in that. That payment is another $2,800.
Imagine being able to build an app.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. I understand people. And then there's the other species,
Spacious
the other
460
category, who spends 100K left and right, right?
square feet can feel. This modern tiny home has tall ceilings and a design that makes every inch count.
I remember when deodorant was $4 to $5 a stick, and now it's like almost common and reasonable that it's $8 or more dollars. Like, I'm not even talking about the fancy shit, like just regular ass deodorant, $8 to $10. Is that not insane?
A stick of deodorant
insane.
now costs more than the federal minimum wage. We're
Bro,
living in
I
a
mean-
K-shaped economy. The top 10% are responsible for 49% of all consumer spending. Based on Federal Reserve data, they own 87% of all stocks, 84% of private businesses, and 44% of real estate. There are now over
44.
3,000 billionaires in the world. The insane part, in the second quarter of 2025, in just 3 months, they added another $5 trillion. The rate is accelerating. It's not a coincidence that as their wealth explodes, so does the cost of everything else. Yet Sam Altman can't figure out why no one wants to pay a measly $20 a month for ChatGPT. It's
That
because we're
shit's
not
gonna
walking
explode.
around wearing Laura Piana, drinking mushroom matcha, and driving a Koenigsegg. We're broke. And even if people had $20 to spare, why would they pay for ChatGPT?
Yeah. Absolutely disgusting. Ignorant to the highest level. To the highest level. They never knew how it felt to live paycheck to paycheck. And if they did, a lot of people forget where they came from. And it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, your job is being replaced by AI, and now you gotta pay with no money to use AI? The world is a shithole. Doesn't matter where you are, almost everywhere. But yeah.
Specifically. There's Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek. They're all free. Google has AI summaries you can chat with. Reddit has AI-powered search you can have a discussion with. Microsoft has Copilot baked into literally everything. When every app, website, and service has AI built in, it diminishes the value of a standalone ChatGPT subscription. ChatGPT was special when it was the only AI chatbot. It's not anymore. The free ones keep multiplying. And they keep talking about AI agents doing all this shopping for us. Meanwhile, people are literally using Klarna to buy now, pay later burritos on DoorDash. Who exactly has money for AI agents to spend? But
Damn. Been there, done that. Bro, for real. Been there, done that. But they restricted that option in our country again. God damn, people are even using their pay later option.
there's a reason they keep pushing this narrative. Each transaction made through ChatGPT generates money for OpenAI. Walmart's website says, "Our partnership will allow customers and members to complete purchases from Walmart directly within ChatGPT. Every company that partners with OpenAI pays a percentage of each transaction, a merchant fee, since the purchase was made through ChatGPT. These fees typically range from 0.5% to 6% depending on volume. But these merchant fees get passed on to the consumer, whether it's..."
See, it's all about money. They do it to save money, right? They keep telling people not to worry. Your job will be fine. There will be different jobs. The older generation is already cooked. I mean, like the ones who are like 40, 50. I mean, like, yeah, they'd probably be pensioned by then. But still. If you're not getting onto that train with electronics and high-tech quality stuff, you'll be probably run over and left behind.
baked into the price, fewer discounts, or in additional fees. Through AI for shopping, the retail experience shifts from reactive to proactive as it learns, plans, and predicts, helping customers anticipate their needs before they do. Helping customers anticipate their needs before they do. Think about that. If someone is talking with...
How can you do that? Can you guys tell me? How can they predict before you want it? That's like the person of interest, the series where the AI knows if crime's happening before it's actually happening. And that was in 2012. The series came out 12. My math isn't mathing. My math is mathing. Nah, bro. They released that in like 16 years ago, 14 years ago, something like that. To know before you want it, you gotta have absolute control, absolute supervision on all platforms. It must be almost like that. I mean, complete surveillance state. Microphone is already listening. My mobile phone is laying next to me. It's probably listening. Of course it is.
ChatGPT about purchasing a laptop, how do we know it's recommending the best laptop for their needs? And not just the one from Best Buy because they're paying OpenAI a higher fee. How do we know a company that is losing billions each month run by a CEO who has proven time and again that he lies, hasn't tweaked the model to encourage certain products or behaviors? Why do we just trust that these companies have our best interest in mind when they've shown us since the dawn of capitalism that they cannot be trusted? Look at how Sam Altman frames the ad announcement.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Oh God.
It is clear to us that a lot of people want to use a lot of AI and don't want to pay. It almost feels accusatory, like it's our fault he has to add ads. It's not the user's fault that he picked this business model. And now when the users don't want to pay, he has no other choice. He has to add ads. Guys, why did you force his hand in this? Meanwhile, unlike Google, Meta, and Microsoft, companies that have been investing in AI for years using money they actually generate from their businesses, OpenAI is doing all of this on borrowed money. They're acquiring startups, building Sora, expanding ChatGPT, making trillion-dollar infrastructure commitments, all while burning through billions each month. These tech CEOs are borrowing from the social media playbook. Put in ads, paywall features, create yet another subscription. They fail to realize that for ordinary people, the cost of everything is steadily increasing. Every feature is now a subscription, everything has ads, everyday essentials are overpriced, rent hikes, electricity going up, food prices, car insurance. At this point, if they could figure out how to charge us for air, they would. And that's OpenAI's problem. People are broke. AI agents offering to shop for us isn't going to change that.
OpenAI is a train wreck from a financial management perspective.
Whoa.
It is.
Ed's going gangster. Why would you say it's a train wreck?
Look at the numbers. They want to spend $1.4 trillion. They've got $13 billion in revenue. The market is pricing in a $300 billion contract to Oracle. So even if it's just marketing, the market believes it isn't. The market believes it's real. And Sam Altman is going around and saying it's real. I don't know if you saw the Financial Times report, but the Financial Times learned that they're not even seeking legal counsel on these deals. They're having their head of product lead these deals with AMD and NVIDIA. They're having Greg Brockman figure out the paperwork. They don't have a financial team. And then, of course, they brought in Sarah Fryer, the CFO. She said, in order for this to work, we're going to need a backstop from the government. That is like all of the red flags of a company that is not figuring out how to manage their balance sheet in a responsible and reasonable manner. I mean, this is the biggest red flag in AI by far.
Yeah. Tell me what you guys think. See ya.